Thank you so much for staying with us on TVC News at 7. Elder statesman and leader of the Pan-Yoruba socio-cultural group Afenifere, Adebanjo, is dead. According to a statement by his family, he died peacefully this morning at his Lekki home here in Lagos State at the age of 96. Adebanjo was a foremost nationalist, distinguished lawyer, distinct politician, and proponent of true federalism. The former organizing secretary of the Action Group and national leader of Afenifere is survived by his 94-year-old wife, Christy Adebanjo, children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. A condolence register has been opened at his residence in Lagos and his country home in Isonyagbo near Ijebu-Ode, Ogun State. The family is also consulting with his friends, associates, and numerous interest groups across the country to fine-tune plans for a befitting funeral details, which they say will be communicated in due course. We're looking at the life and time of one of the Afenifere leaders, and we'll be speaking with a number of people on this development. But let's bring you reactions already trailing his passing. President Bola Tinubu has described the passing of one of the Afenifere leaders, Adebanjo, as a loss of a political leader. He praised the former chieftain as a man whose struggle for justice, democracy, and national unity has left an indelible mark on Nigeria's history. The president added that Adebanjo's principled voice, which resonated through decades of political activism, will be deeply missed. He said Adebanjo, as a lawyer, statesman, and politician, stood among the last of a generation of nationalists and independent heroes who shapes the foundation of this country. The president said, quote, "As a nation, we will miss his regular interventions in national affairs, which enriched our political discourse," end quote. And in another development, but still on this, former President Olusegun Obasanjo has also paid a tribute to a leader of the Afenifere, Adebanjo, who died earlier today. He described him as a great man, a committed nationalist, an effective representative of his people, and an unpretentious personality. The former president says the death was no doubt a huge loss, not only to him and to Ogun State, but also to the country as a whole. Well, let's now bring you this next report, which talks about the life and times of the late Afenifere leader, Adebanjo.
Adebanjo started politics in 1943 at an early age as a follower of Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. In 1951, he became a member of the youth wing of the Action Group and a mentee of late Chief Obafemi Awolowo. He joined the Action Group in 1950-1951 and was appointed the organizing secretary. He was charged with treason and fled to Ghana, while his father was arrested in his place. As a founding member of the National Democratic Coalition, he stood against military rule and advocated for democracy and was a consistent voice for restructuring Nigeria, and he was a strong opposition figure until his death. His family says details of the funeral arrangement will be announced in due course, adding that a condolence register has been opened at his residence in Lagos State and his country home in Isonyagbo near Ijebu-Ode, Ogun State.
Well, a whole lot has been said about the foremost nationalist, Adebanjo, who passed on earlier today. We'll be speaking with a number of people on his passing. And a member of the PDP Board of Trustees, Bode George, is also reacting to this. We've had a Mekanyo call, so describing the Afenifere leader, Adebanjo, as a forthright leader who has always had the interest of the people at heart. The spokesman paid condolence visits with the family at his residence in Lagos. Both leaders described him as giant of Nigeria's movement to democracy and one who always wanted the best for the nation. According to a statement issued by his family, Adebanjo, a prominent Yoruba leader and nationalist, passed away peacefully at his home in Lekki, Lagos. At TVC News, senior reporter Theophilus Ilama joins me from